Hey there, welcome. Let's jump into 5.4, comparing and graphing ratios. Essential question. How can you compare two ratios? Okay, so as we remember from last time, ratios are comparing two things like rates, like miles per hour, okay? And so we're making comparisons between two different things. And here it says, work with a partner. You make food coloring frosting by adding 3 drops of red food coloring for every 1 drop of blue food coloring. Okay, so we're making a cake or cupcakes or something, or cookies, and we're frosting them. And we're using red and blue food coloring. And we're adding 3 drops of red for every 1 drop of blue. So we have this container of blue food coloring, and we'll put in 1 drop of blue food coloring, and then we have to put in 3 drops of red. Okay, so then if we're doing 2 cups or 2 drops of blue, well, if we did 3, that would be 6, because that would be 3 times 2. Okay, so if we're doing 3 drops of blue, well, we would need 3 times 3, so that would be 9. If we're doing 4 drops of blue, that would be 3 times 4, so that would be 12, and thus 3 times 5 is also 15. So if we're putting in 5 drops of blue food coloring, we would need 15 drops of red. Teacher. Okay. So the teacher is adding 5 drops of red for every 3 drops of blue. Well, that's a little bit harder. But what we can do is we know that we have 3 drops of blue, and so we know that this is going to be 5 drops of red. Okay, so where does that leave us? That means for every 3 drops of blue, we're going to put in, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to insert equation. So if we have 1 drop of blue, well, for every 3 we're putting in 5. So we would have this 1 times, oops, here we are. This is what I want. Up here. No, over here. Times, and then we'll have 5 drops of red for every 3 drops of blue. Okay, and 1 times 5 drops of red times 3 drops of blue is the same as saying this is equal to 5, fraction 5 divided by, come on, there we are, 3. Okay? All right. Now, we could turn this into a decimal, but remember in middle school, and we can turn this into an improper fraction. I'm sorry, a proper fraction. I'm sorry, 3rd time's the charm because there's only 3 options, a mixed fraction, but we'll leave it as an improper because that's what we're doing these days in middle school. Now, if we have 2 drops of blue, so that would be 2, new equation, 2 times fraction 5 drops of red over, I'm on back, 3 drops of blue. So, and this is equal to, so what's 5 times, space here, what is 5 divided by 3 times 2? Well, if we remember, this is an improper fraction here. So this 2 is the same as 2 over 1. So we just simply multiply straight across. And so this is equal to 10 red. I need to turn this into a fraction. Sorry, folks. This is going to be 10 drops red for every 3 drops of blue. Okay. And again, we could turn this, just like this one, we could turn this into a mixed number or a decimal, but we're not going to do that. All right. So now we have 4 drops of blue. So we would have 4, new equation, 4 times, I'm going to get this right one day, fraction bar, 5 drops of blue over 3 drops of red, blue. This one isn't blue, this one is red. And that is equal to, well, 4 times 5 is 20. 20 drops of red over, come on now, why can't you read my mind? 3 drops of blue. All right, final one. Equation 5 times fraction 5 drops of red over 3 drops of blue equals 25 drops fraction equals 25 drops of red over, oh, come on, guys, 3 drops of blue. Okay, so whose frosting is bluer? Well, who would have more drops of blue compared to drops of red? So let's see here. Let's look at this. We would have 25 drops of red compared to 3 drops of blue. So a ratio of 25 to 3 versus a ratio of 15 to 1. So the question is here, which one has more blue in it? And the answer is going to be your frosting. Your frosting is bluer and the teacher's is red. Why? Here's why. Redder. Because if we were to turn these into decimals, okay, we would have a ratio of 3 to 1 for you and 5 to 3 for teacher. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's go over here and we'll do 5 divided by 3 equals 1.6, which equals 1.6. And I'm going to round 7. Let's get my face out of the way. And so we have 3 drops of blue for every 1 drop. Three drops of red for every 1 drop of blue, whereas they have 5 drops of red for every 3 drops of blue. So we have 1.67. Okay? Structure. Insert and complete a new column for each ratio table above that shows the total number of drops. How can you use this column to answer part B? Let's go ahead and do that. So let's go over here, and I'm going to say insert column to the right, and we're going to say total drops. All right, so here we have 4. 2 plus 6 is 8. 3 plus 9 is 12. 4 plus 12 is 16. And 5 plus 15 is 20. We'll do the same thing over here. Insert column to the right. This is going to be total drops. Okay. So this will be 2.67 because this 5/3 is equal to 1.67 plus 1 is 2.67. Okay. This will be 3 goes into 10, 3 and a third, so this would be 3.33 plus 2, so this would be 5.33. This would be 8. This goes in 6 2/3 times plus 4, so 10.67. 3 goes into 25. 8 times and 1/3 plus 5 is 13.33. Okay. Insert and complete a new column for the ratio above. How can you use the column to answer part B? Well, we can use this column. We can use this column to find the number of blue or red drops out of the total number of drops. So, for example, if we have let's look at this one, teachers, 3 and 5 to 8. So for this here, we have a ratio of 5 to 8 for red and 9 to 12 for your frosting. So teacher is equal to a total of 5 red out of, did I say 12 total? 8 total. 8 total. You are equal to 9 red out of 12 total. Okay, and 5 divided by 8 is going to be decimal. 9 divided by 12 is math in my head, 3/4, 3 out of 4. Okay, graphing from a ratio table. Explain how you can use the values from the ratio table for your frosting to create a graph in the coordinate plane. Okay, use the values in the table to plot the points. Okay, so we can say up here for your frosting that we're going to do 1 drop of blue, 3 drops of red. So let's, I don't really have a way that I can write on here, do I? I do, but it's going to make me go away. Haha, hang on, pausing the video. Okay, so I've gone away, but we have this, I can draw now instead. All right, so for the first table, oh, come on now, can I not scroll up or down? What did we have? We had 1 drop of blue, 1 drop of blue, 3 drops of red. So for you, for the first table, we'd put a dot right there. Okay? And then we had 2 and 6. And then we had 3 and 9. And then we had 4 and 12. Okay? But for the teacher, we had 3 drops of blue. Let's change colors here to the teacher. For the teacher, we had 3 drops of blue and 5 drops of red. And then we had 2 times 3 drops blue, 5 drops of red. And so then we had, I wish I could scroll up. Let me pause this again. Okay, my drawings went away. I hate this silly thing. 3, 6, 9. Okay, so 5/3, and then we had 2.67, 5.33 total drops. Okay, so explain how you can use the values to create a graph in a coordinate plane. We can graph how much red, blue to red for each recipe. Our recipe. That's not right. I was way off. CIPE. Okay. Use the values in the table to plot the points, then connect the points and describe the graph. What do you notice? Okay, so that's what we're going to do again, but then it's going to go away as soon as I change something.